Hello and one and all, and welcome back to yet another installment in my horror series for 2021. I really enjoyed this, guys. I have this one, and I also have next week, so this is going to be a good one. So my next horror review shall be the classic that came out in the 1970s, 1973, and that is The Exorcist, which is directed by William Friedkin. It stars Linda Blair, who plays Regan, who's basically a young girl that is basically experiencing basically sick, pretty much. You know, there's this supernatural toxic going on in her body, which is pretty much, to sum up the plot of the movie, pretty much. And so, if you have not seen The Exorcist, please watch The Exorcist. It is worth it. Please watch it for your own risk. It is one of the best ever made, for sure. If you don't care, welcome anyways. This is going to be spoilers. You have been warned. So, if you're a horror fan, you'll definitely love this, for sure. If you're not a horror fan, and if you certainly are not into it entirely, then this movie certainly isn't for you. But as someone who is recently got into horror over the years, this is one of the few that I've always wanted to watch, and for good reason too, because The Exorcist is so damn good. Like, the acting in this film is just brilliant, to say the least. Linda Blair steals the whole film. You know, she was nominated for Best Actress, and she is so good in this movie. You know, she's basically a normal young girl throughout the beginning of the film, and then she's experiencing toxic throughout her body and pretty much looked like a zombie, even though she's not really a zombie, but whatever. What am I saying? But this film overall is just one of the scariest films I've seen. It's not the scariest, I don't think, but if you look at it and think about it, it pretty much is. And this film may be pretty disturbing for some people, which I can understand, but for someone that has seen movies like this before, I'm used to it. Although this is the first time I've watched The Exorcist anyway. All the other acting as well is brilliant in it. Lee J. Cobb, who is in 12 Angry Men as well, he's a brilliant actor in this film. And so is Matt Son Sado, if I've pronounced his name right, hopefully. He was also really good. And also Chris McNeil, the mother in the film, she was great in there. One of the best mother characters ever put into film. And you have so many iconic scenes, like whenever Regan is constantly going down the stairs like this here, you know, crawling down the stairs like a spider. The film is well shot. It is pretty much, the music in the film is just so haunting. It's one of the most haunting pieces of music. It's up there with movies like Halloween, The Shining, Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's just, I just love the score throughout the movie. And you know, this film isn't like a thriller. Like, it's pretty much a drama as well, you know, which kind of builds up to the whole point of the movie. You know, it basically opens in this desert area, and then later on, you know, Regan eventually becomes the Exorcist. And, you know, you do have some iconic lines, you know, the power of Christ compels you. You know, like when they're trying to throw this liquid at her, the power of Christ compels you. Like, that line kind of makes me laugh a little bit, but you do get why they say it anyway. You know, and Regan eventually does come back to normal at the end of the movie, pretty much, which is great. And just, it's one of those movies where you have to find the comfortable state to watch, because this movie can be pretty disturbing at places. But as someone like myself that has gotten into horror films over the years, very lately, I'm not the biggest horror fan out there myself, but I have got into it much more over the years, since my Halloween John Carpenter version review back in 2016. I have certainly grown on it leading up to this film, and I can definitely say this is great for sure. And I will say though, there are times where it can be dated here and there with some scares, but you know what? It kind of doesn't fault the movie down anyway. I mean, a lot of people think this is their favorite or the scariest. I'm not too sure about that. It's definitely one of the scariest I've seen for sure, but I mean, again, still find the comfortable state to watch The Exorcist, because that is the whole purpose of horror movies in general. But overall, guys, The Exorcist is pretty much a horror classic for a reason. This film may not be for everyone, but it is one of the most important horror films and films in general that you pretty much need to see, pretty much in general. And you know, the acting is brilliant. The whole film itself is just brilliant, despite that at points it is pretty dated here and there. But if for any reason you have not seen it, you've got to watch The Exorcist. You know, I do recommend watch other horror movies first, just in case you need to find the right levelness to watch this movie. But overall, guys, I love The Exorcist, and this is the best I've reviewed in my horror series this year, 2021. Overall, guys, I'm not going to give this an A+. I'm going to give it a strong A. It's close to an A+. It's almost an A+. It just gets an A for me simply because of how at parts it can be a bit dated here and there. But on my letter grade scale, I'm going to give it an A, which is still kind of close to a 10 anyway. But it's like a 9.5 out of 10 anyway. But there you go, guys. That was my review on The Exorcist. Comment down below, let me know below what you thought of this movie. Is it the scariest film you've ever seen? Or comment down below, let me know what do you think is the scariest horror movie to date. Let me know below in the comments, and let's have a great discussion. And guys, I have one more horror review. I was going to think of getting another one, but I'll do one more anyway, because I think doing 5 in a series is enough. But I do have one more, so look out for that. And if you are new to my channel, I'm a movie reviewer that likes to review movies. I am from the UK. I like to do movie reviews. I like to do them on special occasions for classics, and also when a new movie comes out. And as always, if you're new, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share this video, and notify that bell before you leave. All of my social media links can be found in the description down below, and as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace.